Spiritual direction is the ability to accompany a person, to guide a person, or to walk with a person in their spiritual journey.
I think that the reason that I sought out spiritual direction was I was looking for a peace that I just didn't have.
In my own receiving spiritual direction, it's a beautiful way that I come in contact with the daily way that the Lord is loving me, taking care of me, the movements of the spirits. It's just invaluable.
I had journeyed with the Lord 40 years as a non-Catholic Christian, and it had this deep desire to enter into spiritual direction and really didn't know where to go. But by God's providence, I was told of the Lanterry Center, came through the doors and was immediately welcomed.
It's just been amazing. You know, I'll sit with my director and she will pull out things out of me that have been coming in my prayer, and I'll throw out things through her evocative questioning, and then slowly but surely she kind of ties everything together for me. And I remember when I first came, I said, yeah, that's exactly what I mean.
I came to the Lanterry Center for spiritual direction at a very dark time in my life where I really needed work, spiritual work. I was going through a very difficult time. I was feeling like God had abandoned me, and so I really needed help from another person to figure out, you know, first of all, just what went wrong, and then how I could find the Lord again, essentially.
In giving spiritual direction, it's such a gift that we are allowed to sit with someone and hear the marvelous way that God works in other people's lives.
Spiritual direction definitely makes a difference in people's lives. The goal of spiritual direction is to help the directee grow in relationship with God, and having the opportunity to speak about the normal sort of ebbs and flows, the ups and downs of your spiritual life really fosters that relationship.
What is unique about Ignatian spirituality is that it has a beautiful ability to bring both contemplation and action together. It's a call to deeply reflect on the life of Christ using the prayer method called prayer with the imagination, and placing ourselves in the scripture and imagining, using our gift of imagination to place us in the story and to be in relationship with the Lord.
Really brought out for me was that ability to get into finding God in all things, and so now I feel so much more closer to the Lord because I'm able to see my day through the day and examine, for example, and where was God in my day.
Discerning the will of God is not so much a choice of what to do, but a decision on who I am and how I will live in this world as God's beloved child. Then, whether I am living in this profession, whether I'm living in that area, I'm living as a recluse, whether I'm living in marriage or whether I'm living in a religious state, is secondary to the fact that discerning God's will is my call into a relationship with God as His beloved child.